Good morning. So, first of all, I actually remembered to take my mask off today, so maybe I won't scream at you while I do this book talk. We'll see. I don't know. I think screaming is my new normal. So, I'm going to show you a book I read on my computer. Sorry, my phone. So, you can't see it, it's backwards. I get that. But it's called Pretending by Holly Bourne. And it's about a woman. She's probably in her late 20s maybe, so not really a YA, and she lives in London and she works for a charity, and she's had a lot of relationship problems. So she thought this guy was the one, he wasn't the one. She thought this was going to be great, and it wasn't. And she had one relationship where she was sexually assaulted, and so she's trying to recover from that while simultaneously working at a charity for people who have questions about sex, sometimes questions about sexual assault. So you can imagine how fraught this is with tension and struggle. And so she decides to catfish someone. So she's going to pretend to be someone else. She puts her own picture up there, but she has a fake name and she has a fake persona, and she thinks this will help her get her mojo back. She's like, I'll get this guy to fall in love with me because I'll be the perfect manic pixie dream girl, and he won't have any chance but to fall in love with me. Well, he does, but so does she. And so struggle happens. Of course, it all comes out. You can't ever keep secrets like that. I mean, how are you going to have a different name and then take him to a wedding where everyone knows your name? But it was really good. We don't have it in our library, and we probably never will. But if you want other books about sexual assault and recovery, fictional books even, where women struggle to recover, try and find their power again, we do have books like that in the library. So come see us if you want something like that. So I read a couple of nonfictions this week too, one of which is Shade. You'll notice President Obama with his shades on, by Pete Souza, who actually just released a documentary about the President Obama's time in the Oval Office. It was really good. What was funny about it though, so it's Pete Souza has an Instagram page where when something happens politically in the news, he posts a picture that is related but does not refer back to what is happening politically in the news and talks about what Obama did. So he is literally throwing shade in this entire book, but as respectfully as possible. It was obviously a quick read because it's mostly just Instagram posts and the news stories that inspired them, but I actually did really enjoy it, and I'm going to watch the documentary now based on the humor that I enjoyed in that book. Okay, this is really weird. I don't usually read cookbooks cover to cover, but I definitely read this cookbook cover to cover. I love a good soup. I love a mediocre soup. I love anything that cooks in one pot. I'm a big, big fan. And so I was trying to find some new soup recipes, some soups I don't already make so we could move off the rotation. I did find a couple that I could try. I have food allergies, so it's a little trickier for me to find recipes, but for those of you who are just basically, eat anything you want kind of thing, excellent book. What is interesting is that Taste of Home is actually a magazine that comes out, and so there's literally 40 chili recipes in here because it's 40 different people submitted them. So you can find your perfect chili recipe or chicken noodle soup recipe or any other kind of soup recipe you want. We actually have an amazing collection of cookbooks in this library, really good. So if you're interested in finding something new to eat, something new to cook, you should come check them out. And then the last book that I read this week, They All Fall Down. Now look closely at the cover. See that? It looks like they're lying at pools of their own blood. Spoiler alert, those are plates. Took me forever to notice that. So the theory is the girls on the list, the hottie list, which guys in their school come up with, they list 10 girls on the hottie list. And it's supposed to be super prestigious. Well, a couple of the girls are not as impressed as you might think to find themselves on this list. But the problem is, this year in particular, because this list has been happening for 30 years at this high school, the girls are not sort of making it out alive. So the first one has a freak accident. Girl number 1. Girl number 2 has a freak accident. Girl number 5, which is who tells the story, is getting a little freaked out at this point, right? So it is in fact a murder mystery, heavy on the murder. There is a mystery. There's Latin involved, which I thought was very interesting. It was really good. I actually did very much enjoy it. And I will be trying another book by her next, just to see how it goes. But if you like a good murder mystery, high school drama kind of thing, They All Fall Down. It's a great book. Have a great week. We'll talk to you on Thursday about something else, and then next Monday with more book talks.